Hello everyone, welcome back to Rise Above Academy. Today's session is about how to get passing marks in SSLC, very specially in social science subject. Well, I have collected some of the very important questions for 3 marks. If you study these questions, definitely you will get passing marks in social science. Really, you will get passing marks in social science exam. Okay, before that, if you like my video, there is no force. If you like my video, please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Okay, let's go, let's begin. So children, here you can see some of the important questions for 3 marks, subject social science. So I have written few questions on the board. You can see here. The first question is, what are the measures taken to eradicate untouchability? What are the measures taken to eradicate untouchability? And second question is, what is the difference between organized and unorganized workers? Difference between organized workers and unorganized workers. Out of these two, one question is sure. Definitely one of the questions will come for exams. So let us discuss these questions. First one is, what are the measures taken to eradicate untouchability? Okay, children, untouchability is an offense. You cannot say people as untouchable. It's an offense. It is inhuman practice. It is against to the humanity. Therefore, our government has taken many steps to eradicate untouchability. If this question is asked, you have to write very simple points. For example, first point will be section 17 prohibits untouchability. Section 17 prohibits untouchability. And second point is Untouchability Crime Act. I repeat, Untouchability Crime Act has been passed in the year 1955. You just write Untouchability Crime Act 1955. Then, same act, Untouchability Crime Act has been amended as Citizens Rights Protection Act. Citizens Rights Protection Act in the year 1976. You have to write Citizens Rights Protection Act 1976. Other than that, Indian government has given some of the rights to citizens. For example, universal right to vote, right to vote. Then you can add some more points like right to equality, right to equality. Even government says 1989 regulation says that it is the prime duty of all the states to control untouchability. So these are the points for this question. I repeat once again. What are the measures taken to eradicate untouchability? The answer is very simple. Section 17 prohibits untouchability. Untouchability Crime Act 1955. Citizens Right Protection Act 1976. Universal right to vote. Right to equality. Regulation of 1989. These all points you can write for the first question. Hope you got it. Then let us move to second one. Difference between organized workers and unorganized workers. So there are many workers around us who are working for their livelihood. So we can categorize them as organized and unorganized workers. Organized workers are those who have certain rules and regulations, who have certain legal rules and regulations, where unorganized workers do not have any legal rules and regulations. Organized workers have many facilities where unorganized workers do not have many facilities. Which are the facilities organized workers are having? They get leave facilities, they get wages, they get medical facilities and etc. The best example for organized workers, there are many doctors, teachers, officers, these all come under organized workers. Where unorganized workers do not enjoy these facilities, they do not have fixed wages, they do not get particular medical facilities, no leave facilities. For example, for unorganized workers are farmers, footpath sellers. So you can write. So this is the difference between organized workers and unorganized workers. Okay, now let us move to third question. That is the impact of British education. Impact means effects. What are the effects of British education? And the fourth one is the impact of British land tax policies. The effects of British land tax policies. Children, out of these two questions, one question is sure, 120% is sure for annual exam. So let us now discuss third question, impact of British education. Children, as you know, British came to India in the name of trade, but then they entered in the field of administration. And even they introduced English education, or we can say British education. So what is the effect of their British education on India? That we have to discuss here. The impact of British education is very simple. Because of British education, many schools and colleges were started in India. Local literature developed. Even local languages developed. Periodicals started. Modernity, secularism, democracy, these all factors developed. Social and religious reformation movements started. English education was introduced. So these are the effects of British education. If they ask this question in the exam, you have to write very simple points. I repeat once again. First point, school and colleges were started. Local literature developed. Local languages developed. Periodicals started. Modernity, secularism, democratic setup developed. Social and religious reformation movement started, and English education was introduced. These are all points you have to write. Hope you got it, children. Now let us move to the next question. Impact of British land tax policy, or we can say what are the effects of British land tax policies. So children, here also British introduced different types of land tax policies. Zamindari, Raitwari, etc. These are the land tax policies. So what are the impact or what is the effect of their British land tax policies? That we are going to learn in this lesson. Impact of British land tax policies. So because of British land tax policies, new class or new group of zamindars was created. New class of zamindars was created. Land became commodity. Land became commodity. So loans were raised by mortgaging the lands. It means land became commodity. People started mortgaging or keeping their land, and they started borrowing the loans. Because of this, many zamindars and farmers mortgaged their lands. They kept their land in order to raise the money. Even agriculture became commercialized. Earlier they were growing food crops. But after the land tax policies, They started growing different types of commercial crops like sugarcane, tobacco, cotton, so on. So agriculture also became commercialized, and then many money lenders, sahukars, money lenders became strong. Many money lenders became strong. So these are the points for British land tax system. Once again I repeat, a new class of zamindars was created. Land became a commodity so that loans could be raised by mortgaging the lands. Many zamindars mortgaged their lands. The agriculture became commercialized. The money lenders became strong. So these are the points for the impact of British land tax policy.